I think at very first people were skeptical because no one does this. This is some crazy guy with crazy ideas. But right now they're starting to say, wow, we really like what you've got going on here. How do we be a part of it?
Within Wilson itself, it's the most unusual place because it's been owned by the same family. It's a corporate town, and it was owned by the Wilson family for 137 years. So with that comes the responsibility of the Lawrences of what to do with this once you have it. And it's because of that that we're creating this new Wilson vision. Wilson, in some ways, is attracting more and more people to it because they share in that same love, I guess, of small places, the Delta, of also being in a place where things that are made in Wilson, you know who made them. The vegetables are Leslie Woverton's, and the food comes from Joe and Cherie. It's having a name to a place that makes Wilson the most unique, because it's not just the place made in the USA. It's made in a particular place by a particular person.
I came here because the work was bigger to me. Hopefully, you know, it's bigger than just producing beautiful food, which is absolutely what I aim to do. But I felt like the farm and what I can build will hopefully fill a void for the region and really help folks.
You know, a lot of Delta towns have really been on the decline. And a lot of people, their children don't have the vision or the passion for the land and what's out here in small rural towns. But we can't lose our community.
There's a sense of vastness here that's very different than a lot of other places I've been in the South. It's not just in the derelict buildings, but it's in the vastness of the landscape.
There's a kinship with nature here, and I think you also see that in the soul of the people, because these are people in the Delta that are used to living in harmony with the river. And you know, the river gives and the river takes away. But you learn to take all that in stride, and it, I don't know, it leads to a resilience or a toughness in the people, a sense that I don't think you get anywhere else other than the Delta.
See that right there? That's what it's all about. See how it just works? It just falls apart in your hands. There's lots of extremes in the Delta. And I think those same extremes will create so much creativity. It's kind of like when you can look for miles across a landscape. Well, that is a palette for who knows what. And for people much more creative and much more artistic than me can create something that could be just phenomenal. That then people would learn something from, and that would spark somebody else's thought to create something even more. I think the Delta is a landscape almost like none other.
You can feel when you come here that you're going to be founding artists, not following artists. And that founding quality is something that is all over Wilson. There have been two continuous efforts to make a big change and really make Wilson, one, a great place to have families and educate, and that's the Delta School.
The vision for the Delta School is one where the kids will participate fully in the forming of the community. The idea is to have the children in the school involved integrally in the creation of and the development of this town, so that they become entrepreneurs, they become problem solvers, they become critical thinkers, but they're also buying in.
Well, I think to work effectively, you need to be learning all the time. And to create and to make more, you need to be learning from the past, or you need to be learning from others. It's a place to learn and put it into action.
It's not just white people, it's not black people, it's everybody, man. We need the support of everybody. It's not just about the restaurant anymore, it's about the community.
You're sitting here in a Delta area that has been depressed and continually going down, it's finally going the other way. And that's exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting to come into Wilson to see the changes.
This is a diamond in the rough. This is not something that I think people would expect to see in the Mississippi River Delta. That there's things going on here, that there's some love going into a place that needed it.
I think it is our responsibility to show people that change can be good. And that this particular change, in my opinion, is going to be good for everybody.
Ultimately, we want the best for the town, we want the best for the people of the town, and we want this to be a community that anyone out there would want their children living in.